Hi champions, Carrie Boatner here, and I'm excited to talk to you today about chapter 24 in Chop Wood, Carry Water. And I want to let you know, if you didn't get the book yet, go ahead and get it, because here's the thing. This is going to be one of those books that you want to pick up regularly, like on an annual basis. Just read it. It's just so rich with information. And I have to say, it's very fortuitous that I would be in charge of chapter 24, which is called The Fight. And in this chapter, we find that John gets himself into a scrap match with one of the other gentlemen in the training, and it doesn't go so well for John. And as he's going through that fight, he ends up hearing a very hollow pop noise and realizes that he has broken his arm and dislocated it, and now he's laid up, and he can't train anymore, which was one of the greatest things. He had his eye on that prize, but something came up in his life that really took him off the path of what he thought he was training to do, or what he still is training to do. But it became a speed bump. It became a hurdle. It was an obstacle. And Akira comes to see him, and as Akira comes to see him, instead of lecturing him, he actually, talks to him about the story. It's actually in the Bible about Benaniah, and about how Benaniah had chased a lion in the snow, and the lion went into a pit. And actually Benaniah ended up becoming one of King David's bodyguards. And here's what this story really talks about. It talks about your perception of where you are. It talks about your perception of the struggles, of the obstacles that you face in life. Because here's the truth of the matter. We were never promised that it was going to be easy. We were promised, and we were told that there were going to come times when we had struggles, and there were going to come times when we, had adversity and obstacles that we have to overcome. But what are we going to do with that obstacle when it hits us? Do you shrink and shrivel like a tiny little flower, or do you rise up and chase after the lion? Do you chase after what it was you were looking for to begin with? Do you defeat that which came to attack you? Do you defeat that which came to destroy you? He talks about how, if he were king, he would never want a bodyguard that just ran in the opposite direction of an adversity. He would want the warrior who chased after the lion in the snow and chased it into a pit. And so, you know what? I just have to tell you, I'm going through some of the most challenging times right now in some areas of my life. And, it's like, you go to church and you hear a message and you think they're talking right at you. And so this chapter today is just for me. And I have to tell you, I am choosing on a daily basis, because the struggles are real and they are still there. But I am choosing on a daily basis to rise up. I am choosing on a daily basis to not give up and to not be squandered. I am choosing to make something good out of this situation, because I can't make the situation go away. You cannot make your struggles go away. They are there and they are real. But what are you going to do about it? I think back to the beginning of my Advocare journey. Honestly, this house that I'm, talking to from my back porch today, this house was in foreclosure, and I was on food stamps for the very first time in my life at the age of 47. And that is not where I had planned on being. But that's where I found myself. That was my lion at that moment. That was my lion. And with two kids, two 3-year-old little boys, I could have shriveled up. I could have become defeated in that moment, but I chose not to. I chose to go after it. I chose to get up every day. I chose to go after my goals. And I thank God every day for the adversity that I had at that time, because here's what it gave me. It taught me, number one, about myself, that I am stronger than I thought I was. Number two, it gave me empathy for other people who would be going through the same struggle that I was going in. So here's what I want to encourage you about today. Today I want to encourage you, don't turn your face away from the struggles that you face. Right now, embrace them. Embrace them and seek wisdom on how you can change yourself in the midst of the situation, because there are controllables and uncontrollables. The controllable that you have is how you respond to the adversity that you're faced with. Maybe you've got a very large weight loss goal. Maybe you've got a health goal that seems impossible to overcome. But you know what? We do it every single day, little by little, right? Because how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So how do you overcome your obstacles? You overcome them one day at a time. Sometimes for me, you guys, it's 10-minute increments at a time, because I've got to change my thinking about where I'm at and about what I can do with the challenge that I'm faced. I choose today to face my obstacles and look at them like they are an opportunity for growth and an opportunity to become stronger. I am stronger today than I was yesterday, and I'll be stronger tomorrow than I am today. So you guys are champions. This chapter is so powerful. It's so powerful. And I just thank my friends for setting me up to be in charge of this chapter, because I'm preaching to myself right now, you guys. Listen, have an awesome day. Chapter 24, it's a fight, but you get to be the winner, and you get to chase down that lion, and you get to become the warrior in your life. So thank you so much for listening. Have an awesome day.